Welcome back to the channel, Coin Lovers. Today, we're taking a closer look at one of Australia's most collected decimal coins, the 1972 10-cent coin. We'll explore its current value, how condition affects price, and the fascinating history behind this coin. If you've got a 1972 10-cent at home, you might want to pay attention, because some of these are worth much more than face value. Let's start with value. The 1972 10-cent is often considered a key date in Australian decimal coinage.
Why?
Because it had one of the lowest mintages of the series, in 1972, only 5.6 million coins were minted. That may sound like a big number, but compared to other years where tens of millions were struck, this makes the 1972 issue scarce in circulation now. For the values, circulated condition ***, around $1 to $5 AUD, depending on where. High-grade examples, uncirculated, ***. These can fetch $40 to $80 AUD or even more at auction. Proof coins, special collector issues, ***, are much rarer and can bring in $100 plus AUD depending on condition, so, if you find a 1972 10-cent in your change, don't spend it, hold on to it. As with all collectible coins, condition makes a huge difference. Let's break it down. Circulated coins ***. You'll see scratches, dull surfaces, and the finer details, like the lines in a lyrebird's feathers, are worn smooth. Very fine to extremely fine ***. Most of the lyrebird's detail is still visible, but somewhere is noticeable. These can sell for a few dollars each. Uncirculated, mint state, ***. These are the real gems. Strong luster, sharp edges, and no signs of wear. Collectors pay the highest premiums for these coins. When grading, focus especially on the lyrebird tail feathers on the reverse and the queen's portrait on the obverse. They're the first areas to show wear. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, when Australia switched from pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal system. The design has remained the same ever since. Obverse, front *** features Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold McKim. Reverse, back ***, the majestic lyrebird, one of Australia's most iconic native birds, designed by Stuart Devlin, the official goldsmith and jeweler to the Queen. The 1972 issue stands out in history because of its low mintage, making it a key collectible today. Unlike more common years, fewer of these coins were produced due to economic conditions and reduced demand that year. So there you have it, the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin. With its low mintage, collectible demand, and historical significance, it's one of the standout coins in modern Australian numismatics. Perfect. Let's focus on the condition and grading part for the Australian 1972 10-cent coin. You can use this as a separate video segment or insert it into your main script. When it comes to the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin, condition is everything. Because this year is a key date with low mintage, even circulated examples can be worth more than face value, but high-grade coins fetch the real premiums. Let's break it down. Point 1. Heavily circulated, good, fine surfaces show heavy wear. Queen Elizabeth's portrait is flattened, with little to no hair detail. The lyrebird's feathers on the reverse are worn smooth. Value, $1, $2 AUD2. Very fine, VF some detail is still visible. Queen's hair and the crown show clear outlines, but with noticeable where the lyrebird's feathers are partly defined. Value, $3, $5 AUD extremely fine, EF only light wear on the highest points. Queen's portrait is sharp, with most hair detail visible. Lyrebird tail feathers are still crisp. Value, $10, $20 AUD4. Uncirculated, UNC/mint state, no signs of circulation. Strong original mint luster, sharp detail on both sides, no wear, though minor bag marks may be present. Value, $40, $80 AUD or more, depending on eye appeal. Proof issues, specially struck for collectors. Mirror-like fields with frosted designs. Value, $100 plus AUD. When grading your 1972 10-cent coin, pay close attention to the lyrebird's tail feathers and the queen's hair detail. These are the first areas to wear down and the best indicators of condition. The story of the Australian 10-cent coin begins in 1966, when Australia officially transitioned from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the new decimal currency. This was a major event in Australia's monetary history, and it introduced a brand new set of coins that we still use today. Obverse, front ***, features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by British sculptor Arnold Machin. This portrait was used on Australian coins from 1966 until 1984. Reverse, back *** showcases the lyrebird, a native Australian bird famous for its beautiful tail feathers and ability to mimic sounds. This design was created by Stuart Devlin, who later became known as the goldsmith and jeweler to the Queen, and most years, the Royal Australian Mint produced tens of millions of 10-cent coins for circulation. But in 1972, only 5.6 million coins were minted, the lowest mintage for any 10-cent coin in the entire series. This makes the 1972 issue a key date and one of the most sought-after decimal coins for collectors. The early 1970s were a time of economic change in Australia. By 1972, there was already an adequate supply of 10-cent coins in circulation from earlier years, so the mint reduced production. This created an accidental rarity, a coin that looks ordinary, but is actually scarce compared to other dates. Because of its low mintage, the 1972 10-cent has become one of the most collectible decimal coins in Australia. It's often found missing from circulation sets, which is why collectors will pay high premiums for uncirculated or proof examples. So the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin isn't just small change, it's a little piece of history. With its low mintage, iconic lyrebird design, and connection to Australia's decimal transition, it remains a highlight in many collections today. Thanks for watching.